Happy Hogmanay, Happy New Year. It is New Year's Eve, and what better way to celebrate than to wassail or sing. We're going to sing a carolyn to two very special songs. One that is worldly known, and the other maybe not so much known. So, the one worldly known, of course, is very near and dear to my heart because of where I live and my heritage that goes along with it. Auld Lang Syne. So for those of you who are Canadian or American or from other countries perhaps, you may have noticed that over the years that I have said amazing and spelled it with an S. You will have noticed that other things have been spelled with S's. This is very much Scots language and very indicative of being here in Scotland. So, Auld Lang Syne is a Scots language poem that was written by Robert Burns in 1788. And for those of us Scots, we can or know that we celebrate Robbie Burns Night on 26th of January. So we have that festivities coming up. That's kind of like our Thanksgiving, if you will. And so Auld Lang Syne is spelled with an S, Syne, instead of Z, it's an S. And it is set to a traditional folk song, root 6294. It is well known, obviously, in many countries, and its traditional use is actually to bid farewell to the old year at the stroke of midnight on Hogmanay, or New Year's Eve. By extension, it's also sung at funerals, graduations, and farewells or other ending type occasions. The poem's Scots title may be translated into standard English as Old Long Since or Long, Long Ago, Days Gone By, or Old Times. So for Auld Lang Syne, as it appears in the first line of the chorus, it's loosely translated as for the sake of old times. So the phrase Auld Lang Syne was also used in similar poems by other writers in the 15, 16, and 1700s, as well as older folk songs predating Robbie Burns. And so also Matthew Fitt used the phrase in the days of Auld Lang Syne equal to the once upon a time in the retelling of his fairy tales in Scots language. So there's various different ways in which Auld Lang Syne has been sung over the many years. There's Burns' original Scots verse. There is the English minimalist translation. There's Scots pronunciation, obviously, and the writing actually in Burns' own Ayrshire dialect. So I'm going to actually sing a combination of all of those, and usually we only hear the first verse. There's actually many more verses that go to it. So I will be singing that, and I invite you to come wassail with me in that. And then afterwards, we're going to do another song called What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? So What Are You Doing New Year's Eve is actually a song that was originally written for New Year's Eve. What Are You Doing New Year's Eve was written in 1947 by Frank Loesser, and it was first recorded by Margaret Whiting in 1947, and it was first on the charts actually by the Orioles when they made it on number 9 in the best-selling retail rhythm and blues chart in December of 1949. So although this song is particularly performed New Year's Eve or during the December holiday season, it really wasn't the composer's intent. His daughter Susan was known to have said that the singer is madly in love and is possibly making a rash commitment far into the future. So the first lines, maybe it's much too early in the game, but I thought I'd ask you just the same, what are you doing New Year's Eve, right? So it would be something that maybe you would be singing in a February, a March, maybe in April, something of that nature. And naturally, it would be something that would be sung early on in a relationship as well. So this would also attribute to the lyrical content. She went on further to say that it always annoyed her father, actually, that the song was sung during the holidays because it was never meant for the holidays. But just the same, we're going to sing it for the holiday, for New Year's Eve. So join me and wassail together with me as we sing Auld Lang Syne. And what are you doing New Year's Eve? Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And surely you'll be your pint stoop, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We tide run about the braes and put the gowans fine, but we've wandered many weary fit since Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We two idled in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but sees us braid hay road, send Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fern, and gives a hand of thine, and we'll take a right good will yacht o'er Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for auld lang syne. Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one that you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you received. Ah, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Oh, but maybe I'm crazy to suppose that I'd ever be the one that you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you received. Ah, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Ah, what are you doing New Year's Eve? So what are you doing New Year's Eve? Hack me hogmanay. Auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne. May your new year be blessed with all your dreams coming true, shining the light of love that ye are. And until we wassail again, Espava.